home of the Packers. The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Packers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And after that last run by Trey Benson, Mike, you can really see the qualities that has these Arizona Cardinals coaches so high on this running back. I mean, last year, 14 rushing touchdowns in 2023, a career high in college. He can get downhill. He's strong. He's big. He really has everything you're looking for in an NFL back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. First carry for James Conner. Conner's got the 1st down and more. The speed on display. He's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On 2nd down, Love. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Watkins motioning over. On 3rd down, Murray. Here's a screen set up for Benson. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From the gun, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw again is Murray. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
McBride is the motion man. 3rd and goal. Murray. That's hauled in at the 2. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line, 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him short of the goal line. It is a defensive stop on 4th and goal. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Sending a receiver right. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
First down, Arizona.
Watkins motioning over. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Connor. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Murray on 3rd down. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Taken at about the 6. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Right back to him on 1st down. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Love. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. That is fielded at the 13. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Watkins motioning over. Murray now to throw on 1st down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Throwing is Love. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. To throw is Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That is fielded at the 20. Ah, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. McBride is the motion man. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yards. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On first down, it's Love. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Love to throw again on second down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now the replacement for Aaron Jones is Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. The man in motion is Watson. Now Love. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Extra point by McManus. Up and good. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Greg Dortch now from his end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. McBride is the motion man. On first down, Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
Throwing again is Murray. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. first and 10. Murray. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now Murray on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards. Now a run on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They'll stick with him again. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
On first down, it's Murray. Going up top. He's got it. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. So, Murray and the Cardinals come to the line. They'll try to add 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A good play action with Love. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the ground, a 1st down run. There he goes. Inside the 30. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards. A run on 1st and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Powering forward. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Murray on 1st down. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure.
Watkins motioning over. Murray now to throw on first down. He'll run again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass. Watkins motioning over. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Love. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up and down.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Arizona. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
The man in motion is Watson. On 1st and 10, here's Love. too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's second down.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Quickly. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On play action, Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Love. And he'll take it on in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The kick is good. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments, and fourth quarter, down a score. It doesn't get much bigger than this.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Second and 6 coming up. Watkins motioning over. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have a Cards 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Taken in by the running back, Benson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Murray on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. To throw again is Murray. He's got it at the 3. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On first down, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals, and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.